Hi, everyone, and welcome to Product Live on Design TV by Sandow. I'm Avi Rajagopal, editor-in-chief of Metropolis, and today we're going to talk about a really unique architectural solution for ceilings. Here to talk about stretch metal hook-on ceilings is Steve Rudolph, sales manager for Specialties at CertainTeed Architectural. Steve, such a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks for having me, Avi. Looking forward to it.
So, Steve, let's jump right into it. Give us an introduction to stretch metal hook-on ceilings.
Yeah, so stretch metal is taking metal mesh and it's actually stretching it around a frame, and that frame then hooks onto the ceiling. So it gives you a nice open element, but it also allows a ceiling. So you get the best of both worlds.
This look of being able to see the ceiling plenum through the ceiling is definitely something very popular. Why would an architect typically choose a mesh product like this for their ceilings?
Well, again, if they want openness but still want a ceiling element. And that then stretch metal allows you to do that because you can choose different patterns, and those patterns allow for different openness. So you have different views of the ceiling.
Tell us a little bit about the hook-on element of it. Does that offer any advantages?
Yeah, so the hook on is really nice because it allows for easy installation and access throughout the entire ceiling.
So that makes it easier to maintain as well, right?
That's correct. So that then you can absolutely pull out one panel anytime. Another advantage that I was thinking about too is big format panels, right? So you can, as opposed to like a lay-in ceiling where you're really stuck on a 2x2 or a 2x4, you can do much bigger format panels with hook-on stretch metal.
Speaking of format sizes, what kinds of design options and choices do architects really have with the stretch metal product?
Well, again, you can have bigger formats, smaller formats, and then you can also change the different meshes that are used. So you can have bigger openings and smaller openings. When you start really getting into design, you can do different colors, right? So you can do a different color for the mesh than you do for the frame. You can do it all the same color, and let's say that you want your favorite university's colors, right? And you want your mesh to be blue and your frame to be yellow. You can do that without any problem.
That's fantastic. So, we have this really versatile product. It's easy to install, easy to maintain. There's lots of design choices and options, so it's very customizable. What are some of the examples of spaces where stretch metal has been used already?
Well, we're seeing a lot in office environments. That I think is the main place right now that we're seeing it. But we're also seeing it in arenas. We're seeing it a little bit in transportation. So we're seeing it in a lot of different versatile spaces.
Absolutely. Is there anything that architects need to know when they're picking a stretch metal product for their project? What are some of the things that they would have to take a decision on?
Yeah, so they would just need to know the first of all, what type of openness do you want? The bigger the pattern, the less options you have. And by what I mean by that is the smaller the pattern on the hook-on system, you can wrap the panels so that you get more of a seamless type transition. There's still a seam, but the panels themselves will wrap up the frame. On the bigger formats, the mesh actually fastens right to the bottom of the frame. So you have a little different look. So you have to determine that first of all. Then, as well, that also determines the open space and how much of the actual plenum that you see. And then, of course, like we just mentioned, color. And those are your three big things.
It's amazing. And for taking those decisions, you get such a fantastic visual effect in the space and so much possibility in terms of color. Thank you so much, Steve, for talking to us about stretch metal hook-on ceilings today. For all of you joining us, if you want to find out more, head on over to certainteed.com. That's CertainTeed.com for more on this product. Thank you so much and have a great day.